Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to walk you through vacuum maintenance for the Eufy C28 robot vacuum. If you're interested in the C28, the link to it, along with links to our top robot vacuum picks, wet dry vacuum picks, and cordless vacuum picks, as well as our daily vacuum deals will be in the description, so be sure to shop all of those links. So looking at our vacuum at the very top, we'll start there. For common maintenance, just make sure, like we have some hair along the top cover, just make sure this navigational bumper can move freely and it's free from any debris. Clean that out of the way. You can use compressed air there, or if you notice a lot of debris settling on the LiDAR module, just use some compressed air. The covers are movable to give you access to the dustbin, so you can pop the dustbin out. And we can look at this from all different sides and angles, but basically we can open it up here, get access to our filter that we can use multiple times. We can wash, rinse it out, replace it as needed. Then we have our pre-filter here. We can wash and rinse all of this out. Just make sure that you give it plenty of time to dry. And you can pop all that back in. Down inside here, just investigate for any dirt, dust, and debris and clean as needed. And then you can put the dustbin back in. Looking at the side of the vacuum, we'll look at the very front. Just wipe that sensor down with the microfiber cloth as needed. You might notice dirt, dust, and smudges. Back side here, same thing. You can wipe that down. We also have a removable dirty water tank. So you can wipe down in here, visually inspect that everything looks good there. And on the dirty water tank itself, there's not much to it here besides this little removable cover. So you can pop that off and you can rinse the inside out if you desire. But not going to be able to get the rest of that cover off. So just use that little opening there as needed. And then that cover just snaps right back in place. When I flip this over, you'll notice we have our vacuum powered on. That's going to be really clutch and key here because it's going to activate the mop system so we can get access to the mop. So watch what happens when I turn it over. We just flipped it over. It raises this section of the mop just a little bit by the red button there. So we'll just start here. But you need to make sure it's powered on so that can lift up the side so we can pop this cover off for the mop. You can wash and rinse this out, right? You can pop that filter out too. And then with it raised up, we can get access to the mop roller here. And you can wash, rinse, and replace this as needed. I like to throw these in the washing machine sometimes too for just a deeper clean. And you can wipe down in here. And then when you're ready to replace it, or just put your other one back on, the red button, it only fits one way, and that'll snap right back in. And then same with this, red side by red side, arrow to arrow. So they make it pretty easy to line everything up, and that snaps in as well. Moving along, we got sensors here, 2 on each side and then 2 up at the top. You can wipe those down with a microfiber cloth or like a Q-tip. These all pop off, the side brushes. So when it's time and they're worn out, you can just get some new ones and snap them on, or you can pull them off if you want to cut away hair tangles and things like that. And then they just snap right back in place. Spring-loaded drive wheels, not much to it. If you notice debris in here, you can grab a toothbrush and kind of scrub both of them. And then we have our main roller system here. So these just pop off. They just slide right out. You can wash, rinse those, put them right back in place, or replace those if they've worn out. And again, same thing with the other side, just like so. And then you can put it right back in just like that. And you can take the cover and pop that right back on. And then up at the top for the omnidirectional wheel here, I was trying to pop the wheel off, but as I was doing this and pulling it up, I actually just pulled the whole thing out. So I guess the good news is you could just replace the whole wheel, assuming you can get that part if you need to conduct any maintenance here. But you can at least remove the whole housing if you ever need to replace this wheel. So overall, not much to it, just staying up to date on wiping everything down, and once dirt and debris start to accumulate, making sure you're cleaning that properly.